Hello, hello guys and girls, it's Aaron Lee here. I'm making a video about one of my friend's websites, Stephen Friendle's site, and his friend Kevin Yale's website. And the website is called Dare We Say, a humble collection of thoughts. And this website has a homepage, who we are page, contact page, contact us page, and join a discussion page. And you can join a discussion by putting your name, email address, and comment. And yeah. I guess there's only one article from their website from May 4th, written by Kevin Yales, / uncategorized. And the name of the article is To Lovingly Disagree. Disagree. And it says, well, if you hope to continue reading, Dare We Say, you'll need to know a thing. I'm just going to tell you the details of the website. And the article shows Obama taking pictures with a selfie with two other politicians or something. I'll continue here. You'll need to know a thing or two about how to handle disagreement. Here's a few tips on how to do it gracefully. Oh, and I'm Aaron Haley 18, or Aaron Lee. That's my name. And I'll continue reading now. These principles will set the tone for how we, as authors, write our articles, and I hope they will help you, the reader, as you wrestle with our ideas. One of my favorite articles of all time is Selfing Others Right in the Face by Mark Barnes, as in M-A-R-C. If you haven't read it, I consider it mandatory reading. The article reminds us of an incredible truth, that all others around us are indeed selfies. That is to say, they experience the world the same way we do, through a first-person perspective, full of individual hopes and dreams. We reduce selves and moving boxes to cars, treating them with all the dignity and respect that a hunk of metal that doesn't use turn signals deserves. We create a whole host of labels to objectify ourselves into groups. The man who opposes the murder of infants is observed into the title pro-life. The one furious at God and God's apparent inactivity in the world into new atheist. The man without money is no longer a man, but the poor, and so on and thus forth, fulfilling Kierkegaard's bitter observation that once you label me, you negate me. by Mark Barnes. That was his statement. I guess this guy likes to read a lot. When Jesus commands us to love our neighbor as ourselves, he means that we actually love others as selves, not as others. It seems obvious, but in practice, this is much more difficult. Anyone who has ever had an argument knows the temptation to write off our opposition's individuality and worth by putting them in a box, calling all Obama supporters epithets like dirty liberals or conservative folks fundies is clearly no way to love our neighbor as a self. Here are a few of the most important concepts to keep in mind while engaging in conversation with anyone. One, the fact of the matter is that people disagree about anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Someone will disagree. The first person in loving those who disagree with you is coming to grips with this. Far too often we take disagreements personally, and we become overly defensive. To avoid unproductive dialogue, do your best to divorce yourself from your idea. That is to say, don't tie the quality of your ideas to your personal self-worth, because that is absolutely untrue. It's hard to let your ideas live and die out in the wild, and it feels counterintuitive at first, but you'll be glad you did. When you're less defensive, you're more likely to be more charitable and loving in your discussion. 2. Right in line with the first point, get over the need to be right about everything. This is only possible when you can divorce yourself from your idea, and almost happens automatically when you do. Chances are you've changed your opinion on at least a few big things in the last few years. So why is it so hard to believe you could be wrong about something else? Instead of closing your ears, examine criticisms to see if they are valid before dismissing them. If a criticism is true, don't be afraid to revise your position to account for it. Is it possible to love your discussion partner without acknowledging the possibility you're on the wrong side? I submit to you that it is not. 3. You must look at the person you're debating with as a fellow self. Take a look at all the factors that contributed to and affected their perspective. For example, the city they grew up in, what their parents were like, who their friends are, etc. Two people of equal intellect can look at the same object, but because of the different lenses they look at the world with, they can come to different conclusions on purely objective discussions, such as looking at art. It is folly to argue who is right, of course. There are arguments that hinge on empirical evidence. that make one position more tenable than another. But even when this is the case, it is an invaluable exercise to understand why your partners think the way they do. Number 4. And number 4 says, the vast majority of beliefs are actually unimportant to life. And arguments over frivolous topics are always harmful. They're tempting to engage, and mostly due to a desire to preserve pride and/or demonstrate superiority. At best, arguing about such things is unproductive, and at worst, it creates a rift in the friendship or relationship that takes a great deal of effort to repair. If your only objective is to be right, it's probably best not to engage. Sometimes the most loving act is to just let the disagreement be a disagreement and move on to things that matter. I admit I need to follow the advice I wrote in this article just as much as anyone. Everyone is tempted to write others off as others because they refuse to understand them as selves first, refusing to engage in productive, loving discussion is a dangerous path to go down on, full of narcissism and sin. If you can truly look at those you disagree with as selves rather than others and change how you approach dialogue, I imagine it would be mighty difficult to not love them. Can you see that, Daddy? Recent post, to lovingly disagree. Other way.
Oh, to lovingly disagree.
To lovingly disagree. This is my video, guys and girls. Other arm for today.
Were you talking to me, calling me guys and girls?
Guys and girls, that was my father that just spoke.
Oh.
I'm sorry that he interrupted the video. Recent comments, Stephen Frendo on who we are. Archives, May 2015. Categories, uncategorized. Data, login, entry RS. Comments RSS. Yes, this is a website made from WordPress.org. And this article was written by Kevin Yales. This is the oldest post. This is the newest post. Let me check what return to blog is. It just takes you back to the main homepage, that's all. And their color is grayish black colors. And the article pages are white in color. They're white in color. And that was that Kevin Yales guy. Now I'm going to go to the one that says who we are and talk about that. And this is my review, by the way. It's a great website. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I give it a 10 out of 10. And good job, Stephen and Kevin, on your website. I really enjoyed your articles, and I really like this video. And please like the video. I hope you will read this website yourself. And I'm gonna start reading out who we are. Dare We Say is an online publication founded by Stephen Frendel and Kevin Yales. EALES. We wanted to create a space where we, along with the reader, would be free to examine our own beliefs, explore new ideas, ask difficult questions, and grow in wisdom together. Most of our articles are thought pieces, not intended to be taken as anything absolute. Instead, chew on the ideas presented and come to your own conclusion. Stephen is a freelance web developer with the heart of a poet. Kevin is an IT guy with the heart of a Renaissance man. We both want the same thing. To share our quest for truth, and goodness with you. I guess that's it. And then Stephen commented on his own thing, and it said it was published May 5th, May 2nd, 2015. And it says Stephen Frendel and Arthur. And he said, this is going to be awesome. And Stephen has, on this website, has a leave a reply thing. And you can, your email address will not be published. Required fields are marked. Name, email address, and URL for your website. Or you can, and then post a comment. I posted a comment on this website about my Bible study on the contact us page. And the contact page also says that we'd love to hear from you. Share thoughts, suggest ideas for future posts, or just say hi. Email Stephen at Frendel.com or Kevin at Yales.co. And I commented yesterday, actually, and your comment is awaiting moderation. And it says on this article, on this comment, hi there. And I have a Bible study called Aaron's Bible Study / small group every Monday at 7:30 p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. The group mostly prays and reads the Bible, worship music, and Logan brings his guitar to sing with it. It's in my home at Mission Vale, California 26632, Domingo Drive, and the zip code is 92692. And that's it for that. Contact us. I hope you liked it, guys. And stuff. And she has joined a discussion. There's nothing there, so I guess you can leave a comment at every part on the website. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, guys and girls, and liked it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. And please rate, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Views, thoughts, and opinions. And I'm always looking for more Bible study attendees, is what I mean. And yeah. Please let me know, or and yes, my email address is CaptainAmericaLee@Cox.net. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. And drink some hot chocolate, and I'll see you all later.